Welcome, folks, to Glendale, Arizona and State Farm Stadium, site of this year's Verbo Fiesta Bowl, which, of course, is part of the college football playoff. It's time now for the quarterfinals. For the top 4 seeds, a time to begin their quest toward the national championship. But they run into a battle-tested team already coming off one playoff victory, trying to shock the world here today and make the semifinals. As we'll see the number 7 seed in this playoff, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the number 2 seed in the playoff, the TCU Horned Frogs. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. We'll see which team's going to be moving on. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the hands team able to make the crucial recovery.
Well, yeah, I guess you got to appreciate the aggressive approach here to start this game off. You can't knock them for trying, I guess. But we'll see how much this hurts them here in the long run.
The offense starts with a short field.
29 Philly.
As the first down is still going. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
The Horned Frogs are in the red zone now. And in first down, they go right back to him. He's got a lane. Can he make the end zone? And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, TCU. They'll try to add the lead now with the PAT.
As a defensive coordinator, you've got to be careful being so worried about this pass game and this quarterback that you're a little bit soft up front, and it costs you. It's exactly what happened here as they score this touchdown.
Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Looks like the returner will try and field this one. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down.
That return backfires on him. Now their offense is stuck with the ball inside their own 10.
The offense backed up, beginning this drive near their own end zone. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. That's good for first down yardage. They'll spot it at the 37. The Bulldogs will hustle to the line to crank the tempo.
And I love how they're using the receiver here in motion. With a weapon like this, just get him the football. Simple throw for the quarterback. He's got all that speed built up. You get him the ball out there in space with a couple blockers, and you get big plays like this right here.
Quarterback escapes the pocket. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. Important second down play coming up.
325.
Takes the ball, tries the right side here. Nice run. He's brought down to the 44. Offense looking to keep the drive going here. 3rd and short now from the 44. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Can they pick up the first on the ground? Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs. Dogs offense is on the move now.
It's a good job here by this offensive line and the running back. Listen, these guys have really had a lot to do with why they're in this playoff game, right? So give it to the offensive line in the back. Get the first down in this 3rd and short. See what you can do from here.
gain makes it 2nd and medium. Here's the snap, looking to throw. The pass rush closing in. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no flag, brings up 3rd down.
Boy, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now,
here's a shot toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Dogs.
Boy, what a job by the offensive coordinator going to that 5-wide receiver set, creating the one-on-one matchups, finding the most favorable matchup, and then going to that receiver for the score.
And the point after is right down the middle. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. And the Horned Frogs offense takes the field now. They punched it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop him this time. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. 1st down here for this offense. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. He's running out of time here. Choosing to just throw the ball away that time. 2nd down play now coming up.
Well, sometimes an answer for an offensive coordinator against a good pass rush is to move the launching point, move the quarterback from one spot to another to affect the rhythm of the pass rush. That's not having any kind of impact at all on this defense. They're getting after this quarterback no matter where he is. They do a good job of it right here.
They'll tackle him out across the 20. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. Motion now from the tight end. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big 3rd down defensive play.
Mobility can be a blessing or a curse for some quarterbacks. Sometimes they feel that they can make a play on every single opportunity because they have such speed. Instead of just getting down or throwing it away, they try to force the issue. This one almost backfires on him as he tried to squeeze that throw in. He's lucky he didn't throw an interception.
Trying for a 4th down completion. Quick throw to his receiver. And the ball is picked off. Going the other way, can they catch him? Touchdown, Georgia. And the defense adds 6 from the interception return.
How about the risky call here by this offense? I love that they're going for it on 4th down. Not so sure about the play call. The defense was not fooled at all. Steps in front of this throw for a nice touchdown.
No problem with PAT right down the middle. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Return starts from inside the 5. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. The TCU offense is back out on the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick-6 last time out here. Hit as he released it. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only are they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards. And the Horned Frogs come up to the line in the hurry-up. Takes the handoff, heads to the right. And the play goes nowhere. Picked up about a yard, but it'll be 4th down. Here's a gamble. Head coach keeping the offense on the field inside his own 30. 4th down, looking to throw for it. And he finds his target. He has the first. He's found some room at the 45. They've got him, but he easily makes the first down, and this drive keeps going. And the Horned Frogs come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. He's got it for a big gain. They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the 37. The offense going with the hurry-up.
Whew, that was pretty. The receiver broke down his defender on that curl against man-to-man coverage. That's how you win one-on-ones.
He's going to take off. Tough to show, but a sophomore quarterback to pick up the first down himself.
On the set.
And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Catch made on the left side. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down. The Horned Frogs line it up with 1st and goal. Try to run it with the option. Powers through a tackle. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Horned Frogs. This college football playoff game is all tied up. It's beginning to feel a little bit like a shootout.
Yeah, it is. It's a battle of the offenses. Both these teams right now executing flawlessly, and they're doing so with such high stakes, answering one score with another. Neither team is backing up 1 inch.
The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get it at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. Each offense has been clicking, scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. It's a run to the left. He moves the ball across the 20 to the 22.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Ball handed off. Powering through. Brought down at the 28, and it's good enough for a first down.
Chris, a really good job here by this back to be able to find that hole and pick up the yards for this first down. And, boy, Georgia's had some good backs over the years, and this young man is living up to that tradition today.
The back's got it. Gets free now, heads into the secondary. That's a big gain across midfield all the way to the opponent's 35.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
The offense really clicking here. They'll hand it off. Finding some room at the 25. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
Just setting up with a 1st and 10 now. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Will he score here? Touchdown, Bulldogs. This offense is still clicking.
Boy, great job here of finding him again. That's his 2nd touchdown reception in his football game.
PAT puts him in front by 7. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the TCU offense takes the field. The last possession was a passing game clinic. They moved it right down for a touchdown. Then they keep it going. There's the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. They don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And the Horned Frogs hustle to the line to run the hurry-up. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. He's escaping the pocket now. Solid gain there. Moves the ball out to the 32. That's the 2-minute warning here before halftime as the offense tries to cut into this lead. See what the call is on 1st and 10. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Boy, this offense does such a great job of putting the threat of the quarterback and the running back on this defense. It puts the defense in a tough spot because it's really hard to take both away. This time, the quarterback gets out and shows you the speed he has as well.
And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
And he dumps it off to the tight end. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. The drive stays alive with that completion for a first down. Hands off to the left. The gain is 3 yards. Brings up a 2nd down and 7. Offense in hurry-up mode. Heading left after the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, Chris, this is going to set up a big third down now for this offense. They're down early in the game with all the hype and the pressure on a playoff game. You don't want to dig yourselves too big of a hole. They got to keep this drive alive, so they need to convert right here.
Quarterback appears to be changing the play. And he'll drop back here on third down. Short connection to the tight end here. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down.
Now we're starting to see this offense look like they've looked all year long. Listen, to be able to get to a playoff opportunity, your offense has got to be able to show an ability to hit throws like this on third down. They hit it, they keep the drive alive. Now they have a chance to put points on the board.
First down, looking to throw the football. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. And they finally make the stop, but that's a huge gain in the scramble. He found some space and just went for it. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. First and goal. Can the offense punch it in and tie the score before the half? They're going to run it here. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. So the ball moved back to the 12 for second and goal. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Catch made on the right side. Touchdown, Texas Christian. Strong game by this quarterback. So with playoff pressure, Kirk, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Like this, they're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
Kick is good, and the kicker got clobbered. Flags all over the field. So the offense gets momentum, scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. And he takes this from inside the 5. Good work by the blockers in that return team. He found the lane, and so this drive's going to begin with good field position. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? And the wideout goes in motion. A pop pass on the jet sweep. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. The quarterback now all alone in the backfield. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. He's looking deep here. The pass is intercepted. And he's got some open field ahead. Now look at the return after the interception. Sets the offense up in good shape.
Boy, just a drive killer right there, Chris. And he didn't seem to throw that ball with much confidence. Just put it up for grabs, and the defense comes down with it.
And the Horned Frogs offense takes the field now. And with time quickly fading here before halftime, wouldn't expect them to be too aggressive at this point. Extending the play now. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
I love that this guy's not willing to just give up on plays. You know, he's got enough athletic ability to give you some positive yards in the run game, and he's able to do that right here.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. And the Horned Frogs are moving quickly down the field. Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Quick throw, catch made on the out route. They stop him at the 22. This offense in great scoring position now. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. So on first down, the field goal unit will come out there trying to get 3 points before the half. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. So they'll settle for a field goal attempt here. And the field goal is good. And they've reclaimed the lead with that.
Well, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for 3, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. They finally make the stop after a big play, but time runs out on the first half play. Minuta's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Horned Frogs will kick it off to begin the second half. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Just able to stop it, but it's a great return. Lucky to prevent a touchdown. They'll begin the drive with excellent field position. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And he's tackled right at the 40-yard line. The Dogs come up to the line to crank the tempo up here. Second down, we're going to throw it. Looking to scramble. Trying to create here on the move. He's got his man wide open. Touchdown, Dogs. That puts him on top in the second half. Kirk, this quarterback told us this is my time to shine, a playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
And it's caught from inside the 20. And he's brought down after a decent return out of the 31. And the TCU offense is back out on the field. Last possession produced a field goal. Let's see what they can come up with this time. Fights through the tackler. Got the first down, now looking for more. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. This offense is rolling at the moment. It's first down and 10. Fighting off the defender. And the Salt were able to bring him down quickly.
Well, this guy's got some wiggle, and you can see there he's got some power. He's able to break through one arm tackle, but the secondary comes up to finish him off.
Second down after that previous play. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first half, but needing this crucial conversion right now. A handoff from the shotgun. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
They've converted one of their 2 fourth down attempts so far. Looks like we're going to get a 3rd attempt right here. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. He's moving out of the pocket. He's going to pull it down and run. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Nice job of this defense taking away the primary receiver, even the 2nd and 3rd option. But the quarterback's legs are the difference. They almost kept him short, but instead, he gets that first down.
And the Horned Frogs pick up enough for a first down. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Brought down, but broke a tackle to produce a solid gain there. 2nd down after that run on the previous play.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring 2nd and inches, but it sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Oh, and he can't hang on. Wow, would have been a touchdown. Got to shake that off now. It's 3rd down coming up.
Really good job here by the defense in coverage. Did a nice job here of staying in phase with the receiver. There's no chance for a completion at all.
So now from the 29, it's 3rd down and short. Let's see what the play call is going to be here. Already in field goal range, but of course, thinking touchdown. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
They've converted 2 of 3 so far on 4th down, and they'll stay aggressive here. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Needs a completion here on 4th down. And it's caught. Touchdown, TCU.
This is what having an accurate quarterback is so important. 4th down, critical situation. He puts that ball right on his receiver. What I love to see is he not only picks up that first down, but he's got the speed and the awareness to take it to the end zone for the touchdown.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. They stop him at the 11. Not good field position to start the drive. Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. Quick pass, here comes a jet sweep. Runs through a tackle, he's got space here. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Steps out of bounds, but not before a huge gain on the ground. And the Bulldogs hustle to the line to run the hurry up.
And now that is a running back's dream. I don't think the guy got touched until he got taken to the ground. It's just excellent blocking. There's nobody he had to make miss or use his stiff arm. Just a lot of open field.
Using his legs on the scramble. Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage. Now it's 2nd down here. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. A pop pass on the jet sweep. He's stopped, but he gets a first down. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. comes a first down pass attempt. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. He's going to take off here. And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the first down marker. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Handoff running right. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. Georgia getting set for the 1st and 10 now. Oh, a reverse. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage. So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Takes the ball and heads to the left. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, if somebody talks about a play being blown up, this is a great example of that. That's exhibit A for how to be physical on defense.
Moving the receiver around pre-snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Touchdown, Georgia. And they claim the lead here in the final quarter. Well, they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT up and good. The lead is 4 here in the final quarter. Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. When the receiving team makes the recovery, the hands team does its job perfectly.
Hey, it's the 4th quarter here. They're trying to get that football back. I don't blame them. Unfortunately, they couldn't come up with it.
And the TCU offense takes the field. Her last possession was a beautiful, balanced touchdown drive. Can the defense come up with answers this time? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Touchdown, Horned Frogs. And they take the lead in the 4th quarter.
Man, Chris, this throw does give them the lead, and what's great is when you can really evaluate a quarterback is when the chips are on the table. Really, it's crunch time. You got to make good decisions, and you got to throw the ball accurately. He does both of those things here, and it gives them a lead here late in this game.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. And for the first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. Receiver in motion now. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Fighting off the defender. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over in that time. The Dogs will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Trying to create outside the pocket now. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there, but now it's 3rd down.
Well, the defense does a really good job of getting that initial pressure on the quarterback, but this is what he can do. His athletic ability and his legs gets him away from the pressure. He buys some time, and I love how he keeps his eyes downfield. He's not scrambling to run. He's scrambling to make a big play with his arm, just unable to connect with the receiver downfield, but good effort and a good play.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. He's going to take another shot right here. The catch is made for a huge pickup. He'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the 1st down.
Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. And no huddle here for the offense. Oh, it's a reverse. Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to first down yardage yet.
I'm a fan of any time you can get the ball into his hands, I think it's a win. Didn't go for a huge amount of yards, but it's the threat of what it potentially can do, and it gives him another opportunity to get his hands on the football.
Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up 4th down. The Bulldogs will look to convert here on 4th down. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down.
Boy, how many times do we see this late in a 4th quarter? You know the pass rush is going to be there. They're getting after him. They're getting upfield. They get a great push. But what do they create? Space in lanes. And he takes off and picks up a first down.
They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Somebody up there got a little too antsy at the line of scrimmage. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. From the shotgun, drops back. They've got him. It's a sack for the defense.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
So a crucial 3rd down play. Try a field goal from here would be 53 yards. And he drops back in the gun. The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the 3rd down pressure worked.
Chris, the quarterback just misses his target here on 3rd down and long, but at least he avoids taking the sack. Still a chance here at this range on 4th down with a 3-point lead. Kick the field goal and add to this lead.
Bringing pressure. Lets it go under heavy pressure, taking a shot. And it's incomplete. And the drive will fizzle out here in the final minutes.
Oh, so close to coming up with that conversion here on 4th down in the 4th quarter. Close football game. Now you got to rely on your own defense to come up with a stop and hope you get one more chance.
And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Looks left and finds his target there. It's a big game before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Chris, much like we saw in the first half, this quarterback can put the ball right on the money. Now, you know the defensive coordinator at halftime spent all the time he could with his secondary to come up with answers on how to try to slow this guy down.
Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. The 10. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Texas Christian.
What a long run for a touchdown. I don't know if this defense was caught sleeping or walking in mud. I can't pick which one. Maybe it's both, because the running back just went right by them so easily for the big gain and a big-time score.
Getting set to kick the ball off now. He'll return it from inside the 5. He's got some daylight, turning on the speed. Picks up some blocks. Can he make it? All the way for a touchdown. backfield now. They go for two. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Makes the catch for the two-point conversion as they continue to cut into this lead.
Oh, how about this call? They completely spread the defense out with this empty set. 5 wide, not even the option to hand the ball off, and they still get it done. Great timing by the quarterback and his receiver.
And the receiving team has recovered. Looks like the hands team did its job.
Chris, as you know, the chances are you're not going to recover these, but still, the hands team deserves a lot of credit for executing and coming up with the ball. You can't overstate the importance of a good special teams unit.
And the Horned Frogs offense takes the field now. That was a crucial stop of the defense. The lead is still 2. Let's see if this offense can chew some clock or build the lead now. And tackled after a small pickup there.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Early movement there will cost the offense 5 yards. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Second down play coming up for this offense. And they'll work the clock here by keeping it on the ground. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Now they try to run it here on second down, unable to get the first down. And now, late in a game like this, the big question, do you pass the ball potentially with an incompletion, the clock will stop, or do you play it safe and keep it on the ground?
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Offense flinching before the snap. That'll cost him 5. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. 3rd down play for this offense. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. He's on the run. Launches deep. Picked off. A crucial turnover. Can he take it all the way?
Well, the defense does exactly what they needed to do here by coming up with the interception with less than 2 minutes to go. They get the ball back to their quarterback, and now they've got a chance to possibly win this game.
Offense will need some big plays to get into field goal range. The clock, a huge factor here. Time is running out. They'll take a deep shot. Oh, and he's got it. Big gain inside the 25. Dogs come to the line in the hurry up. First down, looking to throw the ball. And he just throws it away there. Safe move. Had nobody open. So second down after the incompletion. Ball handed off. Minimal gain brought down short of the marker. And a timeout is taken. Just 3 seconds left. Time for one last play. And a timeout is taken. Just 3 seconds left. Time for one last play. So now we're at a field goal attempt. One of the biggest moments of this game so far. So here we go. In the final seconds, one swing of the leg for the win. So now on comes the field goal unit. So in the final seconds, everything comes down to this field goal attempt for the win.